Welcome to the Big Bang Theory podcast. Are you ready for another cosmic journey?
I am. Always ready for a good cosmic journey.
Buckle up then, listeners. Today, we're diving deep into a science fiction adventure that's gonna make you question everything you thought you knew about, well, reality itself.
Ooh, reality bending, huh? My favorite.
Right. Like, imagine this. You have the power to change your past just by thinking about it.
Sounds pretty tempting. I can think of a few moments I wouldn't mind tweaking.
Exactly. But here's the catch. What if every little change you make starts to unravel the very fabric of, well, everything?
Okay, now we're talking serious cosmic consequences. That's where things get really interesting.
And that's exactly where our Big Bang Theory takes us. We meet Leo, this ordinary kind of outcast teenager who stumbles upon this incredible and kind of terrifying ability.
All right, so we're dealing with a classic sci-fi trope. The ordinary person thrust into extraordinary circumstances. Always a good setup for a mind-bending story.
So true. And as we go through Leo's story, think about those moments in your own past. Those what if moments. What if you could change a decision, big or small?
Like that time I wore those questionable pants to that party in college. That's when I'd love to rewind.
Totally. But seriously, even the smallest change could create ripples, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's the butterfly effect on a cosmic scale.
Mm.
One tiny alteration can have a huge impact.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this Big Bang Theory. Leo first discovers his power in, of all places, a stinky alleyway. Classic.
Gotta love a good grimy origin story. Adds to the charm.
He's just had this confrontation with Kurt, the school bully, and his sidekick, Diggy. And in a moment of frustration, Leo wishes Kurt would trip. He's literally picturing Kurt face planting in something disgusting.
Oh, I love some good old-fashioned karma in these stories.
Right. But here's where it gets weird. It's not Kurt who trips, but Dougie.
Hold on. So Leo wishes for Kurt to trip, but Dougie eats it instead. That's unexpected.
Right. It makes you wonder, is Leo actually in control of this power, or is there something else at play?
Yeah, that's a huge question. It suggests maybe his power isn't like a precision tool, more like a cosmic nudge in a particular direction.
I like that, a cosmic nudge. It definitely raises the stakes.
Oh, for sure. If he can't fully control the outcome, every little wish could have massive, unintended consequences.
Exactly. And those consequences become even clearer when we follow Leo to school. It's history quiz day, and let's just say Leo wasn't exactly prepared.
Ah, the classic student dilemma. We've all been there.
But instead of accepting defeat, Leo wishes he had studied, and bam! His grade mysteriously changes from a big, fat F to a B minus. But here's the kicker. A faint outline of that F is still visible, like a ghost of the original grade.
Whoa, wait, so the past isn't completely erased. It's like it leaves an echo behind, even after it's been changed.
Right. It's like reality itself is fighting back against these alterations, leaving little clues behind.
Like, is it saying, hey, you can't just rewrite history without leaving a trace? It's kind of creepy, actually.
Super creepy. And it makes you think, even if we could change the past, would we really want to?
Good point. Those echoes, those traces of what was, could be a constant reminder of the path not taken.
And then things get really interesting. Leo starts experimenting more and more with his power. He starts small, getting extra snacks from the vending machine, making his always late bus arrive on time, much to the confusion of the driver.
Typical teenager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using superpowers for junk food and punctuality.
Exactly. But then he sets his sights on something a bit more, shall we say, personal. He decides to use his power to try and ask Maya Reyes, the girl of his dreams, to the school dance. The classic awkward teen scenario.
Ah, young love, full of potential for cringeworthy moments.
Oh, totally. In the original timeline, Leo freezes up, can't even get the words out. But after he wishes he'd been smoother, suddenly Maya remembers him asking her to the dance.
Okay, so he's rewritten the memory of the event. That's a whole new level of mind-boggling.
But here's the thing. Maya remembers him asking, but also politely declining, saying she's busy.
Wow. So it's not just about changing the past event. It's about changing the perception, the memory of that event.
Exactly. And that raises a whole bunch of questions about the nature of memory. Is it fixed? Can it be manipulated? And if so, what does that mean for our sense of identity of who we are?
Right. If our memories can be rewritten, do we really know ourselves as well as we think we do?
It's a bit of a mind bender for sure. And it has some serious implications for Leo as he keeps using this power. He starts small, but then he gets bolder. He decides to try and erase this really embarrassing moment from his past, this disastrous talent show performance back in freshman year. You know, the kind that haunts you for years.
Oh, yeah, they all have those moments we'd rather forget.
He wishes he had never gone on stage, and the consequences are, well, not what he expected. Suddenly, he's not the outcast anymore, but he's also kind of invisible. Kurt just nods at him in the hallway. Maya barely seems to recognize him.
Whoa. So by erasing that embarrassing moment, he basically erased his entire social standing. Talk about unintended consequences.
Right. It highlights this interconnectedness of events, you know? Even the bad moments, the embarrassing moments, they shape who we are and the connections we make.
It's like erasing a part of yourself, even if it was a part you didn't like.
And as Leo keeps messing with the past, the fabric of reality itself starts to react. We see these weird glitches, buildings shimmer, objects warp and distort. Even a pet walks right through a solid wall.
Okay, now that's just freak. It's like the universe itself is saying enough is enough.
Right. It's like there are rules to this reality game and Leo's breaking them.
Yeah.
And the universe is pushing back, trying to maintain some kind of balance.
Makes sense. You can't just go around rewriting history without some pushback from, well, the cosmos.
And then, as if things couldn't get weirder, these mysterious men in gray start appearing, always lurking on the edge of Leo's vision, observing.
Oh, here we go. The classic shadowy figures, always watching. What do you think they represent?
It's like they're guardians of reality, right? Stepping in because Leo's actions are threatening the stability of everything.
Like a cosmic cleanup crew, ensuring no paradoxes slip through the cracks.
And it gets even creepier when Leo encounters this even more ominous figure in a dark suit after one of those really jarring glitches. This figure talks about safeguards against paradox and calls Leo an amateur.
Okay, now we're getting into some serious cosmic territory. Safeguards against paradox. It sounds like there's a whole system in place to protect reality from being broken.
Right, like there's a rule book for time travel and reality bending, and Leo's just stumbled into the game without knowing the rules.
And this figure, calling him an amateur, it implies there are others who've done this before, others who might know the rules, and maybe even bend them to their own advantage.
It's a chilling thought, isn't it? So, overwhelmed by all this, Leo makes one final wish. He wishes to be normal, to never have noticed the static in reality, to just blend in.
So he's basically wishing away his power, his awareness of everything that's happened.
And on the surface, it works. He wakes up in a world where Kurt is friendly, Maya is just another face in the crowd, and the glitches are gone. He feels this sense of relief, of belonging. But then
Don't leave us hanging.
But then he sees another nervous, isolated kid in the hallway, and this kid is being watched by those same men in gray. It's like a mirror image of Leo's old life, but with someone else taking his place.
Oh, wow. So Leo got what he wanted, but at what cost? It's like he escaped the game, but someone else had to take his place.
Exactly. It suggests that this reality, this system, needs a certain level of anomaly, of disruption. And if it's not Leo, it'll be someone else.
It makes you wonder, is there truly such a thing as free will? Or are we all just playing our assigned roles in this grand cosmic play?
And the final lines are especially chilling. Leo doesn't see the shimmer around his own edges anymore. The code behind his eyes is gone. He is fixed, free, and background. The static is gone, replaced by the horrifying hum of the program running as intended.
It's both peaceful and terrifying. Right. Leo's safe, he belongs, but he's also completely unaware. He's just another cog in the machine.
And it leaves us with this really uncomfortable question. What is the price of normalcy? What are we giving up? What are we blind to in our pursuit of fitting in?
It's a question that stays with you long after the story ends. It makes you question the very nature of our reality, of the systems we live in, and the choices we make.
This cosmic journey through Big Bang Theory has given us a lot to think about. What are your thoughts, listeners? What stood out to you? What implications do you see in Leo's journey for our understanding of time, memory, and reality? Rate and follow the Big Bang Theory podcast for more world-bending tales. Join us next time for another exploration into the strange and speculative.